Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go from Nashville. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser because normally...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Check 43. Show it up. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check nickel. 25. Check play. 25.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This defense for the Colts, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Eason. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Racey McMath. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14, Titans, nothing. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Hey! Jim! Hey!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
26 Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey. 26 Mike. Here we go.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Complete to Jones. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All day, dog. Mike 13. Hey. Coming. Mike 13. Hip.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And Rook breaks the tackle now with Alley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Oliver. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Eason. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Play action. It's Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Eason sets to throw it. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Racey McMath. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tannehill going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Eason. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A gain of 6 there on first. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Eason off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Eason. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 26 Mike.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
1st and 10, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Hip. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 13.
Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Let's go. We got this. Let's switch. Rush in. Block. Rush in. There you go, Tiger.
Now a first down throw. Seven, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
And they can't bring him down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick. 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On first down, Jacob Eason. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He's got it to Collins, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now Eason. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McCann now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Titans
Tannehill on first down. He dumps it off for Henry.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good. Titans. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Henry running right. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
Squeeze, double. 58's the Mike.
Now Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fletcher. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Check 37. Hey.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
58, Mike, 58, right there. You must be treated. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill to throw. Steps away to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Throwing is Eason. Open man there is Collins, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Here's Eason off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 2nd and 10, Eason. Forced out to his left. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And the Titans are right back in this football game.